Haters are great, and haters are actually our biggest fans. It's to have that power of just walking through the mall and just like destroying someone emotionally. It would be great if people could want to get in shape for themselves, want to look good for themselves, and want to create the body that they feel is the body they want, and not have to appease 11 judges that they don't even know. If you're a judge and I come up to you and I'm going to say, what do you think I need to do, for the next contest to be better? And you say to me, well, I think your arms are a little too big for your shoulders, and so I think you need to let your arms shrink a little bit. Okay, well, I don't want my arms smaller. I want my arms bigger. So now am I gonna change my body and make my body the way you want my body to be when I don't even know you and you're not even in my life? So I'm gonna make my body the way I don't like it for a $10 trophy. But see, the thing is that the people that are competing are obsessed and addicted, and they don't have any control. It's kind of like I'm in a room with 20 meth users, and I'm trying to explain to them, you need to stop taking meth. Well, the drug dealer's gonna be like, yeah, good luck with that, buddy. All right, well, who wants what? The meth dealer doesn't give a f because he knows these 20 meth users aren't gonna listen. They're addicted to the drugs and they're gonna keep taking the meth. There's nothing you can do. So again, that's a very extreme example, but it's true. There's people are so addicted, and I was at that point and so drawn in that they won't stop competing. What's the answer? The answer is I should be doing this for myself, and I should be wanting to look the best I can look. Where I look in the mirror every day and I'm happy with myself. I'm living in my skin. But bodybuilding, it's about appeasing those judges. And whatever they tell you need to change, right away, okay, that's what I'm doing. They go to the gym and they're trying to appease that judge. And I feel like I do need to look a certain way for my fans. If I'm sitting here and I'm telling you this and telling you that, well, I better be following that shit too. I can't show up, saying you got to do this, you got to do that, and then I look like shit, what is that? So, for me to be able to educate and help people and motivate people, I need to look good myself. It's always been a big part of my life. Looking good is something that was instilled in me as a little kid. My mom was a competitive bodybuilder, so she was very into how she looked, and I was actually raised, basically the outer shell is very important, and that's not necessarily a good thing, because it was more about looking good and looking at like these bodybuilders rather than getting a college education. When the time comes that you walk in a room and no one cares about you, or you post a picture and no one comments, that's when things aren't good. If I post a picture and I have 20 people hating on that picture, they actually stopped, stared at the picture, thought about it, got angry, and took the time out of their day to comment on that picture. The truth be told is that I think that hate is going to affect anyone eventually. Some people just kind of let it go, and realize that it's just you coming from, someone who's jealous and insecure, and the sheer fact of who you are, what you achieved, how you look, just angers them. There are guys out there that, let's say, have been taking steroids for 20 years, they've been working out hard, they've been eating right, they've been doing everything they can, and they just don't look like you. And it's just so frustrating, like, I do everything I can and I can't look like this guy, and it pisses them off. If I'm walking through the mall and I see a guy and a girl walking towards me, happens all the time. The guy will whisper something in his girlfriend's ear. And what it is he's like, oh, look at this guy. My girlfriend's gonna see this guy and I can't even, and there's, this guy is just 100 times more man than I am. So he's gonna whisper in her ear something like, steroids, this guy, look at all the steroids this guy takes, or this guy has a small, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, well, don't tell her that, because then she's gonna go look at my and see that it's not small, and now you're really No, but all jokes aside, it's just funny because it's to have that power of just walking through the mall and just like destroying someone emotionally, and causing that much, for a person just looking up and seeing you, that they have to go say something to their girlfriend and make themselves feel better. And it's like, wow, I'm just walking through the mall. Haters are great, and haters are actually our biggest fans. And a lot of people don't understand that, I could disable the comments on my YouTube. I hit one button and people can't comment. So I don't have to have any hate comments on my YouTube channel. But those hate comments, they help my YouTube channel. That's truly what you want, is to actually get people. You're video has, you know, is so interesting that people are talking about it back and forth. You know, so the comments help extremely. So I love the haters. I welcome the haters.